3rd November 2020. Shepherd Bushiri, a self-proclaimed prophet and one of the richest preachers in the world, is accused and arrested for stealing $7 million through theft, money laundering, and fraud in South Africa. On 13th November 2020, the preacher escapes from South Africa and crosses the border into his home country, Malawi, illegally to avoid court hearing.
The report said that I used my private jet to transfer money is quite amazing.
Now, Shepherd Bushiri is a preacher with an estimated net worth of over $150 million, making him one of the richest preachers in the world. This is a preacher who has been caught faking miracles like claiming he can walk on air, capture supernatural photos using an iPad, or summon angels in his church on screen. So you've got this preacher, Shepherd Bushiri, who founded the Enlightened Christian Gathering. He owns 3 private jets, a $12 million home, and his church, which exists in over 70 countries, not to mention his television and online broadcasting. Then there's Afrikleo, a preacher who has a net worth of over $1 billion, making him the richest preacher in the world. But on one occasion, he was caught live faking a miracle of raising a dead man who was not even dead.
Rise up!
David Oyedepo, who was once the richest preacher in the world.
Some fellow said, okay, I was worth $150 million. I said, that's an insult. $150 million, that's an insult. $150 million, too small. That can't be. That can't be.
Has 4 private jets and homes in US and London. He has a net worth of over $250 million. Enoch Adebayo of Nigeria, who owns the largest church auditorium in the world with a 3 million seater capacity and has a net worth of over $130 million. Looking at the insane amounts of money these preachers make and the state of the African continent, clearly something is not right. The church is supposed to be a place of refuge for the poor and hungry, and with the continent having the highest level of poverty and hunger than anywhere else, then how is it possible for these preachers to make so much money and have followers who fund it and are okay with it, despite the state of the continent? And that's when I found out about false miracles, fake testimonies, manipulation, and the prosperity gospel.
Would train on how to give false testimonies, would be trained on communication in a way that if I look at you, I'll know you as my fellow worker, I'll know what you want, and I'll know the next step to take.
The member of the church came to me and say, you want money, right? And I say, yes, I want money. They wanted me to act as if I was positive, and then pastor prayed for me and I get healed so they can attract other people to come to the church. They promised me money.
How much?
They said they were going to give me 1.5 every month.
God heals you of HIV. HIV free.
We want our things to be as real. So when we say you are crippled, you must act as that.
Countless number of people have come out confessing how they were paid to perform false miracles. Some claimed they were paid to pretend they were HIV positive, had cancer, and others pretended they were even crippled.
We were something like 3 to 4 teams which were doing the same job. So for me, they were coming like, blessing, we need 10 people for wheelchairs, 3 ladies, which will say we were having breast cancer. We want somebody like, she said I was deaf. When the pastor prays for her or for him, he or she will say, I'm now hearing, you see. So I was finding people, telling them, this job is like this, like this, like this.
In a video clip recorded back in 2021, Afrikleo, the richest preacher in the world, claimed to have raised a dead man back to life. But I want you to look closely.
What is his name?
Jesus!
Elliot. Hello, Elliot. Elliot.
Looking closly, you can see the man is clearly breathing, but the people around seem to ignore the fact that the guy is clearly still alive.
My good God.
Zete.
Olabase. Olaba. Man of is commanding life. Rise up! Yes. Come on! Rise up! Yes. Come on! Rise up! Hey!
Now, this was a staged show that was meant to attract more people to his church, but it was clearly a failed staged show, which later on forced the preacher to admit it was staged. In 2019, Blessing Komeleo, who used to work for the billionaire preacher Afrikleo, came out to expose how he was a mastermind behind the false miracle acts.
Because I tell her that it's not a big deal. I'll just give you a paper, a card written you were positive, now you are negative. So it's easy, you don't talk anything. This Pastor Jackie will talk for you.
He further reveals that his role was to recruit and train visitors to stage disabilities during sermons who were desperately looking for some extra money.
I was going to them and speak to them clearly. Guys, you know what the Nigerian did when they act? We are going to act. When we are acting, we want our things to be as real. So when we say you are crippled, you must act as that.
And he was not the only actor. There were others. In 2014, a preacher by the name Victor Kanyari in Kenya was being investigated when the investigation team came across bizarre recordings in which the pastor himself, Victor Kanyari, coaches his workers on how to give false testimonies.
Sawa, mtumishi wa Mungu, unaonekanaga sana yu kwenyu? Wanaonaga.
Nikatuma SMS ya shida yangu, ukaniambia nikuje Tuesday ama niseme Wednesday. Ukaniambia nikuje Wednesday, nikakuja, ukanitabiria.
Unasema hata nimehudhuria ibada zote ya Tuesday na ya Wednesday. Sijawahi ona ibada kama hizo.
Bwana asifiwe tena. Kwa majina naitwa Patience.
Bwana asifiwe tena.
Kwa majina naitwa Rosemary
Shalin.
Kwa majina naitwa Sharon. Kwa majina naitwa Charity Munufe.
Bwana asifiwe. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Steven.
The auditions ran with almost uncanny resemblance to a talent search.
Nilikuwa na shida ya virusi vya ukimwi miaka 8, na nilipokuja hapa kanisani, mtumishi wa Mungu akanifanyia deliverance, akaniombea na akaniambia baada ya siku 3 utapata uponyaji wako. Na ukweli vile nilienda kupimwa, baada ya siku 3 nilipata uponyaji na nikaambia Mungu ni asante. Na mimi
utasema kutoka siku hiyo mpaka leo hii mimi ni mshirika wa hii kanisa. Nimekuwa nikija Jumanne, Wednesday na kuja na Jumapili huanga niko hapa. Ningeambia wale wako nje, wale wako na ukimwi ama shida kama mimi ama shida za kurogwa, weka panchi hivi. Tuongeze sauti. Bwana asifiwe.
Okay. Bwana asifiwe.
Kanyari is very selective with who he lets on his stage, only picking those to him who are the most convincing, like young Sarah here.
Bwana asifiwe kanisa. Bwana asifiwe. Ninashukuru mtumishi wa Mungu. Nakumbuka alikuwa ametuambia tukuje ibada ya Tuesday.
Here, Kanyari auditions her as a struggling businesswoman.
Nilikuwa na apply visa ya kuenda nje. Mimi ni mfanyabiashara, napelekanga nguo nje. Lakini kila mara nikienda kuchukua visa naambiwa ningoje.
But on the main stage, which was part of a live TV recording, she had HIV.
Nikikuja hapa I was HIV positive, but today I can stand here and say I'm HIV negative. Amen.
In all the testimonies that he makes his workers give, Kanyari, just like other fake preachers, is interested in a few things. 1, to drum up support for his prayer services and his church.
Nilikuja hiyo Tuesday na kwa kutoka hiyo siku sijai kosa hiyo huduma ya Tuesday na Wednesday. Na kujaga kila siku hiyo Tuesday na Wednesday.
2nd, is to raise his own profile as the unquestionable prophet. And the rabbit hole goes deeper. This is Shepherd Bushiri, who is accused of money laundering, fraud, and has an estimated net worth of $150 million. He claims he can walk on air. This is a simple trick shown by a lady here who is held up by two guys on a staircase. The only difference is no zooming. So this is what we call a deception shot. First, the camera shows left and right to show you that there's nobody there. When he's coming down from the staircase, the cameraman now zooms to his legs. The two people who should hold him up are already there by the left and right side, and he hangs on their shoulders, something that can be seen on the shadows. There's this instance where he claimed to summon angels to his church.
See angels. 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 Hey, begin to receive it. Begin to receive it.
Now, the angels you see here did not appear physically in the church, but on the screens. This is a simple graphic editing that any person with editing skills can accomplish. Or in this instance, where he claims to pick a random person and then says that his child needs prayer, but God supposedly didn't give him the child's name. So he says why not capture his child's face on his iPad using spiritual powers.
Go deeper, man of God.
Do I know the names of your children?
No, man of God.
Did you tell me?
No, I didn't tell you. Go deeper, Papa. Prophesy, man of God.
How do you pronounce this one? Just wait.
Prophesy.
I'm failing to get the name in the spirit. But wait.
Prophesy.
Why should I be struggling yet I can capture her in the spirit? Who has an iPad? An iPad. Can I use this iPad and capture?
Now, I want you to pay close attention on how the preacher captures someone's picture spiritually on his iPad.
Can I capture?
Prophesy, Major One. Go deeper, man of God. Prophesy.
Did he just double tap on the picture gallery, a picture that was already saved on his iPad? Then he calls it a miracle? What we're witnessing today in Africa is an obsession with the supernatural. Desperate people are simply miracle addicts who will do anything for a fix. So the preachers take advantage of this and rob people in the name of God. And when I say an addiction with the supernatural, this is what I mean. A preacher asking his congregates to eat grass.
I see food outside. Look at that. Look at that food. Be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, go and eat. Go and eat. Go eat outside.
A preacher claiming to talk to God.
Is this heaven? Is it heaven? I have a woman here. What do you have to say about her?
A preacher vomiting money.
The money started coming out from my tummy. Look at your screen very, very well. Money started coming out from my tummy like this is unbelievable.
A preacher bathing church members. All of these are manipulation, false miracles, and brain games. Everything is staged, just like a show. You don't know what happens in the background. Having been raised in Africa, I have witnessed what it means to be a Christian here. With the highest level of unemployment and poverty here, all people want, or what most people want, is financial freedom. 80% of people that go to churches here is because they want financial breakthrough or anything materialistic. And with the problem of poverty comes with hopelessness. So these guys take advantage of this hopelessness by promising people fake hope, like money hope, relationship hope, job hope, and many others. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more amazing content. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Afrikleo. Peace.